I'm here to be by myself. I'm here to come out and think and reflect. Yo, this is the best feeling today. Oh my god, it was muted. It was muted. My bad. Thank you for letting me know. What the hell did I just say? We're gonna be talking about the president, his wife, the people that were caught, the updates. Thank you guys for letting me know in the chat. Appreciate that. We're gonna be looking at some of the videos that were sent to me. It's just kind of a crazy situation that's growing and escalating, and it's just nuts. I wanted to play before we get started. Let me play this quick little clip, just to hear in the background. And like I said, I said there was a South Florida connection apparently to two people that we know of, supposedly. And Jason, what's up, Jason? Thank you for coming by. Julie, Kelly, back, Alina, Rebecca, Shanika, Alexa, Lisa. I should have checked my audio before. So it's getting pretty crazy, man. If you guys wouldn't mind hitting like, please, on the stream, I'd appreciate that. Help the video get out. I'm thinking I might need to do keep to the 5-minute intro, extend the 3 minutes, because I like the extra time to check everything before I start. But let me play this quick little clip before we start.
And we're still trying to see what the implications are with such a large contingent of foreign nationals carrying out this operation.
So this is the first time I'm hearing this. Can you just repeat that? You said 26 Colombians?
Yes. So the prime minister and the chief of police brought in the numbers. They claimed 26 Colombian nationals were involved in the operations. 15 were arrested, and 8 would be on the run. 3 dead. So it still is very fresh, very early.
So that's interesting, but that part. But some of more recent updates. I think I have it over here. This is a good article that I saw before we get started on the clip. So, but by the way, because there was a lot of rumors going on yesterday that supposedly the wife was dead. I haven't heard that she's dead. And there was like fact checks done. They dispelled that. They said that she's alive. Last I heard, she was in stable but in critical condition, something like that. So some of the latest news is that there is 2 U.S. citizens among the 17 suspects arrested in the Moise killing. They killed several people. I don't know how many people were killed. And so the Colombians, man. Yeah, she came to Florida. We're going to take a look at that clip too. They transported her to Florida. 2 American citizens and Colombians, man. You know, to be honest with you, I know it's not a funny matter, but I had a feeling if you watched the stream yesterday, I said, something told me it has something to do with the Colombians, man. I felt something inside me told me this is look like the Colombians, the way they move. And something told me that. I felt like that. We talked about it yesterday, and some people said to Venezuela. Evelyn, what's up? Welcome. Shannon, thanks for coming by. And so, that's where we start.
Government won Haiti.
I got a bunch of clips. So there was this one person that sent me all this interesting stuff on Instagram, and I can't play it all. Once we get through the official news clips and stuff, I'm going to share some of what Aphrodite? I think it's Aphrodite sent me. Some of the things I can't show because there's like dead bodies, people bleeding out, people laid out on the ground. Like you could tell this is pretty crazy, wild stuff. But some of the other things I can show you guys. So we're going to have to kind of peruse through that. And I'm really warning about this Florida connection. What's up with that?
These presidential elections in 2015.
Welcome.
He was officially sworn in over a year later with his wife Martine Moise by his side. His rule came to a sudden end when gunmen raided his home in the early hours of Wednesday. His wife was critically wounded.
Oh, Katrina. Yeah, G.
Streets in Port-au-Prince have emptied out following the assassination. The international airport was closed. The government has declared an emergency. We have decided to declare a state of siege in the country. I share the sorrow of the president's wife, who happened to be with him the evening of the attack. We ask for people to stay calm. We appeal to the intelligence of Haitians in this difficult time. President Moïse's assassination comes amid rising gang violence and a growing humanitarian crisis. Food and fuel shortages, as well as rising inflation, are making life extremely difficult for Haitians. Over half the population earns less than $2 a day, and the political situation has been far from stable. For the past 2 years, Moise had been ruling Haiti by decree after the country...
So, again, just to reiterate really quickly, they're saying that he was ruling by decree, meaning supposedly he was past this time. They were supposed to hold an election. I believe that was supposed to be... Was it 2021 they said? Something like that. And he said it was 2022. I'd have to look again to double check. Oh, quick at the bottom. Okay, yeah. Supposedly it was supposed to be held. United Nations had called for a free and transparent election to be held by the end of 2021. I mean, according to them, he still had time, but they were saying he was ruling by decree, which it was like past his time.
Failed to hold elections, a result of political gridlock and unrest. Opposition leaders have been demanding Moise step down. They claim his term legally ended in February 2021. Following the
so February 2021, they're saying it's when it was over.
Assassination, international leaders warned of an escalation.
This is a critical moment. I think we all knew it was sensitive and difficult on the ground in Haiti. In view of the political situation and the security situation, this puts that in even graver danger than before.
On Twitter, the EU's top diplomat Joseph Borrell wrote, "Shocked by the assassination of Haitian President Jovenel Moise, we had an exchange at a diplomatic forum.
I believe it was like at least 7 killed, supposedly.
Only 3 weeks ago. This crime poses a risk of instability and a spiral of violence. The perpetrators of this assassination must be found and brought to justice." So far, no group has claimed responsibility. The attackers and their motives remain unknown.
Well, for more now, I'm joined by Pierre Richard Midi. He's a freelance journalist from Haiti. Pierre, it's good to have you on the program. You and your family fled Haiti due to death threats against you because of your work as a journalist. Let me ask you, the forces that were behind those death threats, are they connected to the violence that is obviously connected to the assassination of the president?
Thank you very much for inviting me to speak with you about the situation in Haiti connected to the assassination of the president of Haiti. To answer your question, I used to cover corruption and political events in Haiti, and I start receive tweets because the people close to the National Palace, to the government, started to tell me that because of my reports, the government has some trouble. I am the one which don't help them to make their works. I like that. okay, you because of your work, the country is going bad. We can do more. So I had to leave the country because they promised me that they were going to kill me.
Damn.
And it's not exactly connected to the gangs in Haiti, but it was most closer to the Haitian government, and I had to flee because it was very important to take the streets very seriously because a Haitian journalist has been killed all the time, and nothing happened after that.
And Pierre, let me ask you, did you see, though, this assassination coming because of the violence in the country? Did you think that this type of an attempt to take someone's life?
And I don't think this has ever happened before, right? Has it? Like a Haitian president assassinated? I don't think it has. I'll check it out.
Was very likely.
No, never. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's unbelievable. It's unreal. Because okay, Haiti is a very violent country. It's a dangerous country. People are killing every day, every time. But imagining that the president could be killed, assassinated at his residence, it's unreal. So this is to
it
tell
has
you,
5 times in history. Oh, thank you for that, Daphne. I didn't know that. Last time was 1915. Wow. Okay, interesting.
I'm shocked. I'm still shocked by what's happening today in my country. It's very difficult to believe because the president should be the one, the people with the most improvement protection. But it's not. That's the way to tell to the world, to show to the world that Haiti is a very dangerous country and everything can be happening in that country. I feel my heart burning.
Let me ask you what we're hearing. We're hearing that the president said that his term had not ended yet, but members of the opposition were saying that it ended a year ago and that they couldn't reach an agreement on that. Which is, it's hard to believe that could be the reason for this assassination, but do you see a connection there?
No, because opposition, the government, they never. It's a very tough situation. They never would like to stay and speak together to try to find a way to resolve the Haitian crisis. But I can't believe, and I don't believe that. I think there could be a very deep investigation to know exactly why the Haitian president has been killed, has been assassinated. Okay. I don't believe, I don't trust that there are some kind of connection between the.
Okay. Well, we will.
So we're just kind of getting warmed up, and I have a few clips that I pulled up so we can kind of catch up. Let me check this again real quick about the numbers. The main focus once we get started is really we're going to check out some of these videos that was sent to me on Instagram. But supposedly 17 people arrested, 2 of them U.S. citizens. Supposedly there's some connections to Miami. There's fears of political tumult grow in the wake of assassination. That's a really good question right here. Let me show you the bigger screen. Why $13 billion in foreign aid hasn't done much to help Haiti? To help the people of Haiti. Yeah. I mean, what happened to all that money? What's going on? So this is from the police officer. Let's just move on to South Florida. I can hop on a little bit ahead.
Suspects have been detained in the assassination of Haitian President Jovenel Moise, the country now under a state of siege.
And one of the suspects in custody has been
and if you guys wouldn't mind liking and sharing, please appreciate that.
Identified as a U.S. citizen of Haitian descent.
Our senior political reporter Michael Putney is in the newsroom with the latest.
Nicole and Calvin, a Haitian government minister, identifies one of those 6 suspects in custody as James Solages, said to be a resident of Fort Lauderdale. And Miami Herald is identifying a second man named Joseph Vincent, who is said to be from the Miami area. They are both in big trouble.
Two guys.
Two suspects in the assassination were found today hiding outside a home in Pétionville above Port-au-Prince and turned over to police. The chief of Haiti's National Police says 6 suspects are in custody. 7 were killed in a shootout with officers. Others may still be at large.
We are gathering information, and we know some of them are still in the country, and the police force and the army are working together.
President Jovenel Moïse was shot multiple times early Wednesday at his home. The assassins apparently got past security by claiming to be drug enforcement agents. They were not. The president's wife, Martine Moise, was also shot several times. She was brought by air ambulance to South Florida and is now being treated at Jackson Memorial Hospital.
It is my understanding from the State Department that the First Lady was not a target, that she was caught in a crossfire. I think she ran past as the barrage of bullets were aimed at the president, but she was not a target. It was very clear that there was one target.
President Biden says he was shocked by the assassination, and he has pledged U.S. help for Haiti. But without a president or a functional government, Haiti poses a threat not only to its citizens, but to its neighbors.
And now I'm in charge, as you know, as per Haiti's constitution and its Article 149. When you take charge, you need to go forward with organizing elections so we can have an elected president.
And today in New York, the UN Special Envoy for Haiti said Claude Joseph is going to remain the acting prime minister until elections can be held. She says that possibly could happen as soon as September.
So 2 people, Florida ties.
Coming out of Haiti after 4 suspects were killed and 6 arrested in the assassination of the president. 2 of them reported to have connections to South Florida.
And South Florida Congressional Representative Federica Wilson holding a news conference today to talk about the state of siege. Local 10's Hatzel Vela is live with more. Hatzel.
Got past security, right?
Janice, we remain here at the hospital hoping for an update for about the First Lady of Haiti. We know at last check she was in critical but stable condition. And as you mentioned, Congresswoman Wilson did hold a press conference alongside other elected leaders, hoping to get some help from the American government. They say that they're hoping will provide safety and security on the island.
President Moise's assassination could not have come at a worse time.
Congresswoman Frederica Wilson reminds us Haiti was already mired in a series of crises. She fears the present-day calm on the Caribbean island following the presidential assassination will not last. Haiti, she says, can quickly become an international crisis unless there is security.
If a president could be killed in his own house with all the security that he had, so we know that no one is safe in Haiti.
Wilson wants the Biden administration to appoint a special envoy to Haiti who could help coordinate a U.S. response and proper deployment of diplomatic resources.
American and the international community must provide that security.
Wilson's also urging Haiti's acting prime minister to request help from the U.S. and the world.
So this is more dangerous and serious than we could ever imagine. It's not just a president who was assassinated. It was who assassinated him and why.
Earlier today, at the Miami-Dade County Commission, some time was dedicated to address the serious situation in Haiti.
Escalation of political unrest, a surge in kidnappings, rapes, and killings as rival gangs battle each other and the police for control of the streets.
Right? The Biden administration. Go low there.
And because of that instability, immigration advocates are also asking the Biden administration to halt deportation of undocumented Haitian immigrants. For now, reporting live from Miami, I'm
Let's get started with some of the Instagram stuff. Some of the news stuff is a little bit repetitive. So I kind of have to siphon. Let me do this here. Thank you, Monica. Appreciate the super chat. Gracias. Thank you. Let me see something real quick. Okay, no, that doesn't work, huh? I gotta figure out. I want people's chat, like super chat donations, to stay on the screen, like after the recent. But I'm still trying to figure that out. Anyway, so let me start with this. There's a picture of the president, but I don't want to put that up. Like, not even sure if it's him. But this is one of the things. Let me get through this. We'll read it together. President Jovenel Moise was riddled with bullets by members of the commando group who attacked his home in Berlin around 5 around 1 a.m. Wednesday, July 7, 2021. The president did not survive his injuries. We found 12 orifices on the body of the president. The Deputy Justice of the Peace of Pétion, Carl Henry Destin, told the Novelist this afternoon the president's office and bedroom was ransacked. We found him lying on his back, blue pants, a white shirt stained with blood, his mouth open, his left eye gouged out. Holy crap. We saw a bullet impact at the level of his forehead, 1 in each nipple, 3 at the hip, and 1 in the abdomen, indicated the magistrate, stressing to have observed 12 holes made with large caliber weapons and a 9mm projectiles. No other person at the presidential residence was shot except for the First Lady. Isn't that crazy? Judge Carl Henry Destin continued, citing witnesses. President Moise's daughter, I don't even want to say that incorrectly. Jomarli was present during the attack. Oh, wow. She hid in her brother's closet. What the hell am I reading? She hid in her brother's bedroom. I don't know why I saw closet. The maid and the boy on duty were tied up by members of the commando team who shot a DEA operation. As they entered the property, the judge continued citing witnesses. Many 5.56 and 7.62 millimeter cartridge cases were found between the gatehouse and the interior of the residence. Let's see what else. I guess I don't know. Can I show this? I mean, I guess it's fine. I mean, it's not it's not graphic, but this supposedly, I guess they covered up his face allegedly. That's that. And I kind of have to skim through this because there's some things I can't. It's too graphic. Now it says here, Aphrodite, thank you again. She says, now here is where the police in Haiti are in a gun battle with the mercenaries. Now this is the capture and killing of some of the 6-2 died, 4 captured, and 2 of the 4 were natives. We're translating in English and Creole that this is the DA. All right, so let me show you guys this.
Okay? We'll get some coffee.
I can't get it full screen. I don't know how to. Maybe that's a little bit better for you guys.
Okay.
I don't know if it makes a difference.
Sniper. Sniper. Yeah. Filtre vidéo pour nous et faire position pour la faire. Okay, let's go. Sonné là. La caille tête de la brique quoi. Nous là. Okay? We'll get some coffee. Don't stay back. Okay? Sniper. Sniper. Yeah. Filtre vidéo pour nous et faire position pour la faire. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, Alexa, I hope you're doing all right. I heard there was an earthquake in Cali today. I don't know what's going on over there. Earthquake in Cali. Let me see what this is. I guess I can show this too. This will be okay.
Yeah. Besoin de avancer pour me essayer de parler. nous va perdre. Nous va perdre. Nous va quitter les sortir dans l'autre pays, nous faire nous courir là, never. Yeah, même les morts pour me faire. D'ailleurs, il y a pas plaisir là, il y a pas plaisir pour faire parler. Ça que tout là. Il a fait nous paix. Nous va payer. Ça.
I wonder if let me see something real quick too. Oh, I can't download it here. Might be on my other one. I have a download thing that I could do. Might be better. Let me see real quick before we progress. Maybe I could just download this stuff so it's not like video clips. Let's see if it lets me. Okay, I think we just watched that. We just watched that. It doesn't let me download. That sucks. Alright, I guess we'll just continue as is then. Alright, I tried. Joni, thank you so much for the stars. Appreciate it. We just reached our goals. We got a new goal now. Just getting started. Thank you. 1, 2. Okay, yeah, here's another one.
Un nouveau qui arrive là, parce que tout personne est là, mais là c'est un mogli, ok? Là, on joue au sniping, mais le sniper cap target nous tout, ok, ça c'est nègre GP mais qui le boit, ok? Et mon pipe nègre là, à la hauteur. Ok. Bon Dieu, même pas peur, pas champion, on a payé mon vin. Avec caca là. Bien chose bien contré.
I wonder what these guys are doing though. It's like they're just chilling. I guess they're documenting. I ain't going out there with these crazy motherfuckers. Fuck that.
Sniper. Est-ce que ouais?
Oh, but I guess it's a sniper. They're pinned.
Ou pas un contrôle les gars dans fenêtre là. Shit. Mais position pas beaucoup, sous pas carré contrôle les gars. Si position pas beaucoup, sous pas carré contrôle les gars. Retournez vision. Sniper. Retournez vision mais passez fort carré les gars. Let's go.
Oh shit.
Sniper.
For a second I thought that was the enemy. I was saying, oh shit, you're getting flanked. So there's a video here that I can't show. This is a dead body. Graphic. I'll have to skip past these. We can watch these on Discord, I guess. The really graphic ones. Another one too. Several of them just very graphic. There's one guy that's like naked with his peen out. I don't know if they did that on purpose to like just try to like to, you know, I don't know, embarrass him or something. Oh, here is Martine. Let me see. Hold on. Here is Martine Moise, the first lady being transferred. Okay. Okay, so let's show yeah. I believe allegedly these are one of the suspects that might have been arrested. I think he's seen in the back of the truck. I think. I'm not sure. Another one right there. And allegedly, a lot of these people were Colombian, I guess, except for the 2 people from South Florida. I think they were Haitian. Maybe they were translating. I think somebody said. These are some more just pictures of people being arrested, allegedly in connection with the operation to kill the president. Back of the truck. Quality's not great, sorry. That's what I was sent. Those are I believe those are the 2 guys. I really believe too, it's like, I'm sure there's probably got to be a lot of fall people that just, your job is to take the fall for all this shit. The real people responsible are probably not even arrested or killed. Some more footage. Hopefully it's not There supposedly, one of the things, one of the articles alleged that they found some of the people hiding out somewhere in one of the villages. Completely unrelated, but I thought a little bit about the Night Stalker, how he was caught. Just like the whole neighborhood came down upon him. People weren't playing. They were tired of his shit. Oh, this was a little bit, I mean, there's blood, but allegedly this is another person. Somebody gotta take the fall for the operation. Yeah, here's some more. The same guy. I guess they're like taking him through. Surprised they didn't kill him. Just escorting him out. This is the picture in the thumbnail. Oh crap. Oh, what the hell did I do? I screwed up here. Okay. There we go. Struggling. This is the picture in the thumbnail. Those are the same 2 guys that we saw in the back of the truck. Same thing here. 2 guys in the back of the truck. Just working my way.
First Lady Martine Moise has been brought to a hospital here in Miami for treatment.
We
watched as she was taken off a plane and put onto a stretcher at Fort Lauderdale Executive Airport. Our team coverage continues now with Local 10's Janine Stanwood live now with the latest developments. Janine.
Taken to police, yeah.
Calvin, initially we were told that she was being treated in Haiti, but now we have learned that she is here. About 45 minutes ago, she arrived here at Fort Lauderdale Executive Airport. That plane just left, but let's show you video from moments ago. It landed here. We're told that the on that stretcher is Haiti's First Lady Martine Moise, suffering from gunshot wounds. We're told that she'll be taken to a South Florida hospital for medical care. You can see in that video she is surrounded by members of Homeland Security. Security and other law enforcement as she's rolled from that Trinity Air ambulance to that private ground ambulance. And if you look at that video, it appears that one of her arms is bandaged. She has a mask over her face, and it looks like she is really just keeping still, saying very little. As you know, as we reported, it was in the
First Lady Martine Moise.
Yeah, supposedly a bunch of commandos, Colombian commandos, and two people supposedly Haitian from South Florida. I don't know what their whole thing was. I read somewhere something about translating, and I don't know.
Martine Moise suffering from gunshot wounds. We're told that she'll be taken to a South Florida hospital for medical care. You can
here's a little bit more.
see in that video she is surrounded by members of Homeland Security and other law enforcement as she's rolled from that.
It was a little surprising to me that they announced which hospital she was going at. I mean, I guess they were saying that like she wasn't the target, but I mean she's a potential witness to the assassination of the president. They're like, yeah, she's at Jackson Memorial. She's gonna be here at this time, and we're gonna be following. I'm just like, should they really be doing that?
That Trinity Air ambulance to that private ground ambulance. And if you look at that video, it appears that one of her arms is bandaged. She has a mask over her face, and it Martine Moise.
I thought that was a little weird. Richard El Doctor Info. I'm not sure what this video is about, but we're gonna play it anyway. Richard El Doctor. Is that the? Who was that? I don't know if that's supposed to be footage of the First Lady, or I don't know what this is. That name there could just be credit to the person that posted it, I guess. Oh, weird. This we saw, right? Oh, you can't make it full screen. Like, oh no, that's picturing. Yeah, we saw all that. We can watch this though. All them people just stood down. Davida, I haven't heard that she's dead. There's nothing that's confirmed that she's actually dead. Yeah, I haven't seen anything that says she's dead. Supposedly that was dismissed, and supposedly there was like some fact checkers, and from everything that I've seen, supposedly she's still alive. So there's even an article. Not that I trust the fact checkers too much, and I think people should go and look up their own research, but there's nothing anywhere that I could see that says she's dead. There's nothing anywhere. Somebody yesterday in the live stream joined, and that was the first thing they said. But I can't go with that if I don't see it anywhere. So, and they're dismissing it here too. Various Twitter accounts reported the death of the First Lady from the wound she suffered, including one belonging to the president of Ecuador. Even the president of Ecuador, who denounced the violent assassination of President Jovenel and his wife. Oh, Lord, the president's putting out misinformation? Oh, no. Lord almighty. Some local media outlets reported Martine Moise's death, but subsequently issued corrections. You gotta be careful with the media, too. I'm telling you, and with the situation with Surfside that we had recently, because I have the time now, I can see what these people are posting. I can see, I'm subscribed with notifications turned on, so I can see all the little edits and corrections, and some of the things I believe some of the media is doing on purpose for clicks and views. I don't know about this, but I know with the Surfside, I believe they're doing that on purpose. These reports were false at the time of publication, and no official source confirmed the death of Martine. So I haven't heard that she's dead. Besides the rumors. I suppose so. Nobody was shot in that place. I guess just the president and his wife. What kind of security is that? I guess they came in with the whole DEA thing, and that's it. They all stood down. Okay, DEA. That don't make no sense to me. What kind of security is that, man? They just let them waltz in. They should be charged too. The security should be charged too. How about that? Bring all the security, all the motherfuckers that stood by and do shit. How about they ring them up and bring their ass in too? How about that? Drag their ass through the streets and bring them in there too to be charged. How about that? Huh? Firing off the hip? I don't know. I'm just saying that. But I kind of like maybe they should. Some of those people should be held responsible. But I mean, unless security probably was paid off. And if that's the case, they should still be. Their asses should be brought in too. And they should check their bank accounts if they have that over there. I don't know. Maybe they just have cash. They should check all their funds and all this shit too. All that security should be hauled in for an investigation. All of them. The fuck? What kind of security is that? Okay, yeah, we give up. Okay, oh, like what the heck? Fuck that. And look at that. It reminds me of like Scarface. Remember Scarface, the movie scene where you got like all these people coming into the mansion and they're all the Colombians, bro. That's why yesterday I was like, yeah, I don't know why. It just feels, before I found out all the information, I was like, it just feels like Colombians, man. Feels like Colombians. And I've had a friend of mine tell me private conversations that I won't mention just about some of the Colombian stuff that goes on. Colombians, man, look at that shit. They're just waltzing in. Jesus, what a shame, bro. I'd be embarrassed. That should be embarrassing for that security.
Foreign involvement. My sources in Haiti this morning tell me that the assailants, the killers, arrived in 9.
Thank you, Vic. Please, if you guys wouldn't mind hitting like, I would appreciate that. Please, thank you. Because the algorithm, it's rough sometimes. And if you wouldn't mind subscribing, trying to get the subs up. Thank you on Facebook. Thank you, Tanya, Joni, Shauna for liking, Lisa, Nikki, Joni for the stars, Monica for the super chat, Neely for the like on Facebook. Facebook showing a lot of love. Follows, and then for nothing on showing on YouTube for now. So thank you.
Brand new Nissan Patrol pickups. They had complete understanding of the household of Jovenel Moise, so apparently they had some inside information. They knew what they were doing. They pretended to be the DEA. So clearly this was a fairly sophisticated operation. Was it Bulos? Was it one of the other?
And we're going to talk a little bit about Bulos because Aphrodite, I really wanted to get her on a call. I wanted her to call in, but I think she's kind of out. I think she's out for the night. I think she might have gone to sleep or something. I'm not sure. But she sent me a lot of this information, so thank you on Instagram because I wouldn't have known to look this stuff up.
Members of the bourgeoisie who have had problems with Jovenel's foreign involvement. My sources in Haiti.
Another part of that, I think. This we kind of saw already, but. Yeah, we saw this, but. The only thing with me too is like for such an operation for them to pull off assassinating a president. What the hell am I saying? Yo, I'm off today. A president. They're just caught so easily, and they're thwarted. It seems like the local police are capturing and killing these people. How? And you're telling me the security of the president couldn't handle these guys? Bro, all those people on security detail, their asses should be dragged into. Not just these guys that are putting on display for a show. dragging all the security and investigate those motherfuckers. Maybe have an outside investigation. You can't even trust the people that are in the supposedly supposed to investigate them. The heck? The police is pulling all this stuff off, and you telling me the security detail? She told me something about, I don't know how many cars and how many people. Like, the guy had some serious security. You talking about these guys hiding out in the bushes? They're the ones that came with this sophisticated operation? The heck? And they're supposed to be hard too. Look at these bitch-defied faces. What the heck? I don't know, man. I don't know. Something still don't seem right to me. I would have thought if they had all that planned out, they'd have an escape plan. Which I was surprised too that the president didn't have an escape plan. In case things go left, your place is getting bombarded, you have an escape plan. Escobar had an escape plan for his place. Escobar, that's how he got away one of the times. When they came and raided his place, he got out through the back or some sort of underground thing or whatever and went off into the woods. Did the president believe too maybe that this was actually DEA? This is I wonder if this has been done before too, this whole DEA disinformation. Oh, we're the DEA, and so everybody just stands down. And the thing to me too, well, I guess they didn't shoot anybody. I guess they just weaseled their way in. This is the DEA. So all the security stands aside and they just literally walk up to the president and shoot and kill him, and the wife gets shot in crossfire. And there's kids. The fuck? Shameful, yo. Shameful. Embarrassing, yo. What kind of security detail is that?
2 pickups and 3 Jeeps pull in front of the president.
And what are they going to do with the security detail? Are they the same ones that's going to protect the prime minister now? You need to fire all these people. Where are they going to go now? Is you going to take on the same people that did a shitty ass job? What the heck? The police seems like they did a better job.
House.
What the heck?
We then hear them
what are they paying you for?
Tell the occupants of the house to disarm themselves, lay their
unless like we said, unless they were just paid off and they knew what was going on.
Their guns down, that they identify themselves falsely as the DEA. We then hear a series of shots. There had to be at least, I counted, I think 16 shots that were fired by these gunmen. The president was killed almost immediately, we understand, in a hail of bullets. The interesting thing, of course, is that La Boule, I used to live in the same neighborhood where Jovenel Moïse's private residence is, so I know the area well. La Boule is a single narrow road going up a mountain. And so there's always police protection, militarized police, the CMO units, the SWAT team.
So he said there's one way up or something, I guess, right? One way in.
As well as the Presidential Palace Guard at the bottom of the hill surveilling 2 pickups and 3 Jeeps pull in front of the president's house.
Okay, no, it's still going.
We then hear them tell the occupants of the house to disarm themselves, lay their guns down, that they identify themselves falsely as the DEA. We then hear a series of shots. There had to be at least, I counted, I think 16 shots that were fired by these gunmen. The president was killed almost immediately, we understand, in a hail of bullets. The interesting thing, of course, is that La Boule, I used to live in the same neighborhood where Jovenel Moïse's private residence is, so I know the area well.
La Boule is where rich people lives. It's a tiny road, as you can see. Okay. Is La Boule and Bougie or Bourgeois? Is that like the same kind of thing? Different terms or different people?
La Boule is a single narrow road going up a mountain. And so there's always police protection, militarized police, the CMO units, the SWAT team, as well as the Presidential Palace Guard at the bottom of the hill surveilling.
Davida, that's a really good point too. We talked about that yesterday. It's interesting because Davida says, it's mighty strange to me that the president assassination a week after the chief died of COVID. So the chief was supposed to take, if he wouldn't have died, I think that's the person like in the Supreme Court over there, like top person in the Supreme Court. that's the person who's supposed to take over. So literally a week before the president is assassinated, that person in the Supreme Court, the chief or whatever, they died from COVID. I mean, coincidence? I don't know. Crazy, right? Now, there's another part to this that she sent me. The other thing that I was wondering too, we're going to listen to that. The other thing I was wondering too, okay, let's give them the benefit of the doubt, all right? Okay. These guys come in, we're DEA, these guards, security, whatever you want to call them, they take their word for it. These guys walk right past all these people straight to the president, and they kill them, president, and shoot the wife in a hail of bullets. And what? The security didn't do shit? They just still did. Oh, well, I guess this is part of the DEA operation. And so what? These guys just walk right back out and that's it? Because supposedly nobody was killed besides the president and the wife injured. That's just, I don't know, man. I don't know.
CMO units, a SWAT team, as well as the Presidential Palace Guard at the bottom of the hill, surveilling whoever goes up, and at the top, very top of the hill, surveilling anybody who might come down. One of my police sources has said to me this morning that, in fact, they were stopped, that this convoy of 5 vehicles was stopped at the bottom of La Boule, the hill that led up to Pèlerin 5, the neighborhood of the president, and that, in fact, they had called the police department in order to ascertain, to confirm the identity of them as being DEA agents, and apparently they were told to let the vehicles pass.
What? Bro, if that's true, then it's possible these people were in on it too. The police. The same people that are now coming to be as heroes on TV. We caught all these people, 15, 20, 30 people in a couple hours. That was fast. Wow, that's amazing. That's pretty fast. A quick-ass operation. Wow, you guys are... Oh. Now, I'm not saying these people didn't have nothing to do with it, but I wouldn't be surprised if they're setting up downfall type of people. Well, hey, we're grabbing you. We're snatching you up. There's no fucking... What, are they going to go to court and decide if they're... You know what I'm saying? That shit's not going on over there. We're snatching you up. You did it. You're involved. Wow. I mean, they couldn't even get the Capitol Hill people. They're still finding the Capitol Hill people today, right? These insurgents or whatever they want to call it. They're still looking up video footage, and there's more people every other day. They're coming up. There's a couple more people I thought that they found involved. This shit? What? Less than what? How many hours? Has it even been 24 hours? They got all these people? Wow, that's an amazing police force that they have over there. Wow.
And that came from the chief of police's office. So there's a lot of questions that Chief of Police Leon Charles is being forced to answer this morning about his troops, his police being told to stand down as these gunmen were freely able to go into the president's residence and assassinate him at approximately 1 a.m. Eastern time this morning. CMO units.
Wow, that's crazy. I think there's a couple more things to look at. Aphrodite, thank you for... I'll message her later. That's some really good links to see. This... Okay, we're going to take a look at this. Belo, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate that. Belo says he was a novice to politics and made a ton of mistakes that left him vulnerable. However, he died being right at the end, exposing the... Oh man, I forgot how to say that. Bourgeois, right? How do you say that? Bourgeois? Bourgeois. Well, and I really wonder what happened with this guy, because I don't know. Maybe he did try to end off on the right. Bourgeois. That's like the upper class. From what I saw yesterday, he was coming after like the private sector and the energy companies. There was like corruption and all this kind of stuff going on from what I hear. Thanks, Betty. Take care.
Lo mataron y no pudo
contener una agresión. Imagínense, nosotros vivimos la frontera. Yo llamo a todo el ciudadano que vive en la frontera que si tiene un arma de fuego que la tenga a mano, porque no sabemos qué pueda pasar en la República Dominicana.
El presidente anunció el despliegue ya
vía
de
Twitter,
la
pero no ha llegado
operación
a nada. Y ya tenemos media mañana y no sabemos cuál es la situación real de Haití, porque aunque ellos dicen que está todo bajo control, no hay certeza. Haití no tiene control de las fuerzas castrenses y los grupos.
He's saying that Haiti doesn't have control of the situation. I'm going to re-listen to it. But he's saying basically like Haiti doesn't have control of the situation. I wonder if they're talking about supposedly because the border was it closed off or something like that? I think what's what I read yesterday. When I spoke to a friend of mine today, though, he was telling me even if they did close off the border, that border, from what I heard, I've seen it. I thought it's, maybe I should look it up. We could look it up. I thought it was like this long ass bridge or something. I mean, I remember when I was a kid when I was there. I never got to go to it. I thought I saw like this long, I don't know what it, border. Let's see. Let's take a look. What that looks like. I'm sure there's people in the chat that know. It's not a bridge, I guess. It's just this long ass road. I thought it was like some sort of bridge or something. I remember seeing it from when I was a kid, like a long distance. Santo Domingo, Haiti. Oh, there is a bridge. I don't know if that's the border, but there is a bridge. Dominican Republic. Where's Haiti, Santo Domingo, Punta Cana, time lapse. Haitians cross border amidst great turmoil. Dominican today. Let's take a look at this real quick. Oh, let me fix this. So it says here, and this was posted, well, this was July 6th. A large crowd of Haitians gathered yesterday around the international bridge. So there is a bridge, corresponding to the Haitian side to enter en masse to the binational market and exchange trade with Dominicans. Amid the tumult, several Haitians, mainly women, fell to the ground and were trampled by others who ran in a hurry to be the first to enter the binational market. The significant accumulation of people at the Haitian border gate provoked the intervention of the Haitian authorities, who were assisted by Dominican soldiers, who together set up security cordons to organize the Haitian buyers and sellers so that they could enter the country in an orderly fashion. So I heard this was shut down, supposedly. Though my friend I was talking to today, he's like, that border is kind of like a joke. That's what he said.
Armados, que son aproximadamente unas 19, 20 pandillas armadas con armas de alto calibre, tienen el control de Haití.
And he's saying that Haiti's under control by these people. Let me hear it again.
Porque si al presidente de Haití lo mataron y no pudo contener una
So they're saying if the president of Haiti was killed and it couldn't contain the situation.
agresión, imagínense, nosotros vivimos la frontera.
Imagine us at, I guess, at the border. I think that's what he
Yo
said.
llamo a todo el ciudadano que vive en la frontera que si tiene un arma de fuego que la tenga a mano porque no sabemos qué pueda pasar
He's telling people to arm up and be ready in case, because we don't know what's going to happen.
en la República Dominicana.
El presidente anunció el despliegue ya
Vía
de
Twitter,
la
pero no ha llegado
operación
nada. Y ya tenemos media mañana y no sabemos cuál es la situación real de Haití, porque aunque ellos dicen que está todo bajo control, no hay certeza.
Because even though they're saying everything is under control, there's no certainty that it's actually under control. Let's see here. Some of the things that, so this is what she told me. I had to cut half IG, only allow 90-minute upload. I think some of the clips she sent is missing, but she said, so here is the gist of it. The Boulos families, the Dimitri Vorbis, who you see in the pictures, are called Milats. White billionaire families who had businesses for decades in the Haiti and Jovenel administration basically pushed them out. The bourgeois, like how Africans are pushing out the white farmers in Africa. That's what she said. I don't know if it's true or not, or the accuracy. You know, I don't know. I'm just hearing about all this stuff now. Supposedly, too, she says here they dominated electricity and the movement of gas through the company called ULCC. Let's take a quick look at this article she sent me, and there's some more videos to get to. Let's check. That'll work. Okay, this was 6/25/2021. It says, as part of an investigation into, it says here, ULCC orders bank freeze 260 million embezzled gordas. As part of an investigation into ONA loans of more than 2 billion gordas and 65 million gordas paid by ONA to the notarial office of former Prime Minister Jean Henry Mihans Jacques Louis Joseph, Director General of the Unit for the Fight Against Corruption, ULCC, on June 23rd ordered banking institutions to freeze 260 million gordas from several people with links to Real Business Investment, RBI, including businessman Pierre Reginald Boulos is the CEO. For the ULCC, these 260 million would correspond to embezzled public money, including the fines to be paid, which must be remitted to the public treasury. The bank accounts targeted by the ULCC are those of Isabel Valmy, Pierre, Ursule, I'm just going to say the first names, Emmeline, Sebastian, Melissa, and these are Boulos, some of them are Boulos last names, Natacha, Real Business Investment. The ULCC warns the banks concerned failing to comply with this may be prosecuted as a facilitator of laundering the proceeds of crime in accordance to Article 5.3 of the law, March 12, 2014. On prevention and repression of corruption, and Article 58 of law of November 11, 2013, punishing money laundering and financing of terrorism. In a note dated June 24, 2021, the movement of the Third Way, MTV Haiti, affirms that this is about political persecution against its president, Reginald Boulos, convinced that it is an instrumentalization of the ULCC to put an end to the actions against the referendum of the movement. Which, to me, I'm not even sure what all that means, to be honest with you. But I have heard of a lot of talks of the referendum, and I have, like she said, about this whole energy thing. Something going on with this energy situation, corruption.
Foreign involvement. My sources in Haiti this morning tell me that the assailants, the killers, arrived in 9 brand new Nissan Patrol pickups. They had complete understanding of the household of Jovenel Moise, so apparently they had some inside information. They knew what they were doing. They pretended to be the DEA. So clearly this was a fairly sophisticated operation. Was it Boulos? Was it one of the other members of the bourgeoisie who have had problems with
bourgeoisie? I guess that's how you say it. Interesting. I'm gonna have to cut in half. Sorry. Okay, that's okay.
And joining us now from Haiti is a freelance journalist, Harold Isaac.
Oh, we just saw
So, Harold,
that.
what is it first like in Haiti tonight? What's the scene like?
Well, I understand we're talking about empty streets. Businesses are closed. They've been closed all day. There's still a massive sense of shock after what happened in the early hours of today. And you have a nation trying to reel with that new reality.
What was the security like at the president's house? He was, according to reports, assassinated around 1:30 in the morning today. Can you just talk about what that compound is like and how difficult it would have been to get in?
Well, I understand, as we've been to Haiti in the past, since 2010, actually, the National Palace has been destroyed and has not been rebuilt. So presidents have taken a habit of not actually living in the National Palace.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, about that whole National Palace. It was destroyed because of was it the hurricane or the earthquake? National Palace. So they haven't even rebuilt that thing? Oh, the earthquake in 2010. Jesus. I guess that's where. Yeah, 2010 Haiti earthquake. It looks like that's when damn, yeah, National Palace rebuilding effort in limbo 10 years after. This was in 2020. This is a 2020 article. Holy crap. So they've just been taking up like private residence, I guess. Sign up. Wow. Wow. So you just keep asking the same, where did all the money go?
That's where they would have normally been. So the house of Jovenel Moïse was his private residence that was heavily secured, heavily protected, and that makes the surprise even more stunning to the whole country that such a thing would happen in such a secure location.
The idea that they were yelling out DEA, claiming that they were part of the DEA, and joining us now from Haiti is a free.
All right, let me play the next part. Sent.
DEA in a country like Haiti, that's actually probably a pretty effective thing for them to have done, isn't it? I mean, obviously the U.S. has enormous power in Haiti. In some other countries around the world, if somebody yelled out DEA operation, it may not have any impact, but in Haiti, people would probably listen to that, wouldn't they?
Well, this was shocking, and it was a big sense of awe, especially at the time it happened. And for these individuals who looked very organized, very structured, very professional, at least from the videos that are going online,
CCP
could carry
China.
that sentiment and could be impressive. However,
I'm hearing horrible things about China right now. They're trying to fully take over Taiwan. Like,
you also have.
I mean, they've always been trying to do it, but like I'm hearing they're pushing for it like more, like hard.
Security unit of the President of the Republic, which is one of the highest trained elite corps in the police that have been trained in the U.S. and elsewhere. They're the best paid, and they're trained, and they know their drill. It's highly questionable that they would kind of fall for a trap like that.
And obviously the airport was shut down, as far as I understand, as well as the border with the Dominican Republic. So whoever did this, most likely, I assume, would still be in the country. Are you hearing anything about what if the DEA in a country like Haiti? That's actually probably a pretty effective.
I didn't know that. I don't know anything about China and Africa, but I know these people are kind of like taking over the world. I mean, even with this whole, I'm not gonna deflect too much into it, but just even with the pandemic, like they benefited a whole lot by having control a lot of manufacturing, a lot of the supplies, the drugs, like everything, you know.
Thing for them to have done, isn't it? I mean, obviously the U.S. has enormous.
I don't think China has anything to do with this, but
power in Haiti. In some other countries around the world, if somebody yelled out DEA operation, it may not have any impact. But in Haiti, people would probably listen to that, wouldn't they?
I didn't know that.
Well, this was shocking, and it was a big sense of awe, especially at the time it happened. And for these individuals who looked very organized, very structured, very professional, at least from the videos that are going online, could carry that sentiment and could be impressive. However, you also have the security unit of the President of the Republic, which is one of the highest trained elite corps in the police that have been trained in the U.S. and elsewhere. They're the best paid, and they're trained, and they know their drill. It's highly questionable that they would kind of fall for a trap like that.
That's what I'm saying.
And obviously the airport was shut down, as far as I understand, as well as the border with the Dominican Republic.
Right.
So whoever did this, most likely, I assume, would still be in the country. Are you hearing anything about what if the DEA?
Another clip. And by the way, for people that are just joining, we showed some of the clips of people that were caught. 2 people supposedly from Florida, South Florida, always South Florida. And then like a majority of these people supposedly were Colombians, is what they're saying. And we were just talking about that. I'm surprised this police force, the same force that allegedly told the president's protection detail that let him in, let the DA come in. The same people that said go let him in, and so these people come in are the same people that miraculously. Let me check the numbers real quick, and then we'll continue with the next clip. We do a little refresh if hopefully they're updating this page, but 2 U.S. citizens amongst at least 17 suspects arrested. I don't know how many people were killed, but damn, they move fast, huh? Record breaking. They're still trying to capture the Capitol Hill people, like I was saying earlier. Wow. I mean, two different things, but I'm just surprised that this police force is so advanced. Amazing. Maybe they should have had the police protecting the president. I mean, I think there was part police detail, but like supposedly it's supposed to be the best of the best in the president. Haiti president. I'm wondering how many people. I'll look it up while I'll play the next clip. How many people were killed?
Trained elite corps in the police that have been trained in the U.S. and elsewhere. They're the best paid and they're trained and they know their drill. It's highly questionable that they would kind of fall for a trap like that.
And obviously the airport was shut down, as far as I understand, as well as the border with the Dominican Republic. So whoever did this, most likely, I assume, would still be in the country. Are you hearing anything about what a
trained elite corps in the police that have been trained in the U.S. and elsewhere? They're the best paid and they're trained and they know their drill. It's highly questionable that they would kind of fall for a trap like that.
Oh, we played that. Okay.
And obviously the airport was shut down, as far as I understand, as well as.
According to this new NY Times article too, they said detainees were lined up at the news conference Thursday night in handcuffs, some showing signs of physical injuries. The table displayed at least 10 Colombian passports, along with automatic weapons, sledgehammers, and saws. Damn, those boys coming with sledgehammers and saws, not just guns. I guess maybe to break their way in or force their way in. Through door and whatever was there. Okay, there's a couple more videos to see, like 4 more. Let's see. Somehow Trump did this. They did mention Trump yesterday. We were talking one of the articles. They mentioned that the Haitian president Jovenel Moise, he met with Trump with regards to Venezuela. You know, obviously when Trump is still president, and that caused some friction too. I don't know all the details behind that, but they did mention Trump. Everything's Trump. Not even sure what that is. The airport. Oh, those are bodies. Those are bodies. It looks like bodies. I don't know what's going on here, but I don't know whose bodies that is. Like maybe the people that were killed. Bodies in a bag. Private jets, I guess. Damn. Trump did it. Here's some more of the people that were detained. Looks like this one guy was beat up. Some of these guys look pretty. Yeah, it looks like a bunch of Colombians, I guess. Yeah. The main, like, I would have thought if this really was what it is, they didn't have no escape plan. Just weird. I don't know, man. I don't know. There's some more. More video. Same guys. To me too, maybe, man. I don't know. Just speculation. Look like these guys are just paid. These guys don't have any idea what the hell they're doing. They're just giving money. This is the job. They're offered a lot of money. Who knows if they even got the money? Maybe they were, after the job is done is when you get the money. So they got caught. So this person, they got the job done for free. Maybe it looks like maybe people that are just boys, soldiers, just told what to do. Expendable. Need to know basis. You don't know shit. Somebody in a hoodie comes and talks to you with their face covered. Damn, look at that. Yeah. Oh. I don't know. It's looking very weird. Very weird. Not making much sense. Let's see.
6, 9, 11 téléphones.
Guns. Machete.
Dans sac. C'est preuve que PNH la prend dans même mercenaires ça on a regardé là sur l'écran auprès des téléspectateurs internautes qui excusent au nom de la radio-télévision Caraïbe une situation un problème n'a solutionné incessamment.
I would definitely be looking at those guards. They don't have any kind of intelligence over there too, like an intelligence agency. Maybe they don't. No heads up, nothing. Damn, bro. Crazy. And oh, okay, this person that sent me all this stuff, she works nights, so that's why she's gone right now. It goes higher up than when you. Word is the president was working with the CIA. This is what she's saying. Ever heard of the So Son La Familia? Never heard of them. You Google it up. Son La Familia? Oh, what is this? We're going to check that out in a second. What is that? I don't know who these people are. Indicted, indicated head of Haitian kidnapping ring, freed. Son La Familia. I never even heard of this guy. It's like mob ties or something. Is there any video? Somebody explaining this shit? No idea, but apparently it's a thing. Let's see if anybody in the chat knows. All right. I never heard of these people. I don't know who these are. But she says, screwing up. Oh. Well, Jovenel somehow got him locked down Word is he was ratting on a lot of folks. Crazy. I'm hearing this goes as far as Colombia, Venezuela, and Cuba. But that's just street talk. Damn. Let me play this little clip here. Notre Dame de Haiti Catholic Church parishioners pray for the Haitian First Lady.
The assassination of the Haitian president in his home overnight.
Leaders in the local Haitian American community speaking out as we learn more about how this attack happened. Local 10's Laren Livingston is live with more on this developing story. Laren.
Janice, you were talking about a sitting president assassinated at his own home, a sitting president with connections to right here in South Florida, including this church I'm in front of right now.
Oh, that's in South Florida?
The Haiti Catholic Church, where a moment of silence was held earlier today during their weekday mass in honor of President Jovenel Moise.
Oh, boy.
And of course, the shockwaves of this news are continuing to be felt throughout this community and the world.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, good morning to you. This is the bad news for Haiti.
Call.
Thank you, my friend auditeur. Bonjour.
After call.
The only one thing who can help Haiti right now is God.
Into WQVN, reacting to news of Haitian President Jovenel Moise's assassination.
I feel devastated, really.
Miriam Mezaju and her colleagues help Haitian immigrants and refugees. This morning's news from their homeland, further motivation to continue the work.
We also hope that will be justice and peace and reconciliation among all Haitians.
On the island, in Little Haiti, and beyond, Father Reginald Jean-Marie called the killing a blow to democracy and to humanity.
It is a sad day because today our president in Haiti is murdered.
When are we, Haitian people, going to live as brothers and sisters? When are we going to forgive one another? When are we going to transcend, the loneliness so that we can heal?
Father Jean-Marie sharing with us photos of him with the Haitian president and first lady. He tells me he and Moise are from the same hometown in a country that has been reeling.
Armed gangs in the country, so this is not a way for people to live.
There has not been any functioning government for months.
But community leaders like Marlene Bastien remain hopeful.
There is an opportunity here to do things right, to heed the calls of the Haitian people. Nothing can happen without peace and stability.
Peace will conquer hatred.
And today, amid those words like shock and devastating and sadness, we also heard the word help and calls for more help, not just from the international community, but specifically from the Biden administration to come in and help make Haiti a lot more stable. And they say if anything, any good comes.
I really wonder how people feel. I feel like there's so much mixed. I know a lot of people don't like Biden, and some people don't want him to interfere. And then you also hear people want his help and want him to come in. And then I don't know how people really feel over there. Is it just like a mixed thing? Or are people over here, I guess, too? Are they happy about his death? Or are they not happy about it? I mean, these people obviously aren't. It seems like I don't know what's true and what's not. I don't know. And well, the other thing too, if they're, because they keep saying democracy, but they're claiming from the articles that I read that he was running on decree, right? That's the word. That he was supposed to have a vote in February 2021. I don't know. This one. Yes.
The police chief announced Wednesday, and 2 more have been arrested. The government has declared a 2-week state of emergency as it chases down the killers who shot Moise dead in his home in Port-au-Prince overnight. Haiti Police Chief Leon Charles said Wednesday they had blocked the assassins as they were leaving the crime scene and had been locked in a standoff with them since. Moise's wife Martine was also shot and severely wounded and has received medical treatment. Haiti's ambassador to the United States told Reuters the gunmen were masquerading as U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration agents a move that would likely have helped them gain entry to Moise's guarded residence. Interim Prime Minister Claude Joseph has called for calm across the country, the poorest nation in the Americas. Bustling streets were deserted Wednesday as vehicles transporting Moise's body to the morgue were rerouted due to gunshots and roadblocks. Moise's assassination came amid calls for his resignation over corruption allegations, economic mismanagement, and his tightening grip on power. The nation of 11 million has grappled with political unrest for decades and faces a surge in gang violence and a growing humanitarian crisis. The United States, Haiti's top aid donor, was quick to condemn Moise's assassination and vowed to promote peace and security in the region. Meanwhile, the Dominican Republic closed the border it shares with Haiti in anticipation of violent unrest. The UN Security Council is set to evaluate the situation.
Okay, let me play some, one, I wanted to play this clip that I don't think we've played. Let's pull this up real quick. Let's play this one, and then there's something else too I want to show you guys. Put it on the full screen. Can't really say anything. I was telling somebody yesterday too. To me, it seems like it doesn't matter who you put in power. It doesn't seem like anything's going to change over there. It doesn't seem like getting somebody, because they're just going to kill whoever it is anyway. Or somebody, some other country or some other organization or whatever, just have them killed. It doesn't seem like whoever you put in power doesn't seem like it's going to do nothing. Let me see this discussion here. This is the People's Forum on Twitter posted this a clip on a special edition of Remy X Morning Show. Our core director Claudia De La Cruz shared some thoughts on the current situation.
For us to understand the importance of Haiti's strategic location in relationship to the colonial and imperialist powers and interests. And we have to remember that the process of colonization in the American continent started in the Caribbean in 1492. And what we know now as the Dominican Republic and Haiti is geostrategic to launching the process of colonization in the entire continent. So the Caribbean holds an incredible amount of U.S. military presence. And that presence serves to surveil, to maintain control over the region. We need to remember that, these U.S. bases in the Caribbean are explicitly, again, acquired through the conquests that happened in the Spanish-American-Cuban War. There's Guantanamo Bay that's there, the permanent infrastructure at the U.S. naval base in Guantanamo is continuing the antagonism with Cuba. You have Puerto Rico as a colony of the United States that serves the regional headquarters for the Army, the Navy, the Special Forces. So the Caribbean is part of a complex web of U.S. military facilities in the region that represents the interests of the U.S. elite. So they're strategically located to ensure access to resources, specifically oil. And when we're talking about Haiti, the Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, these are very strategic points that the United States and the European powers do not want to release. And if we're able to understand the situation in Haiti in relationship to that, we'll understand the insistence of the United States wanting to intervene politically in Haiti, wanting to maintain Haiti in a state of misery, and also working with the national oligarchies of Haiti and the Dominican Republic to be able to foment this antagonism that doesn't really exist at the ground. This is something that the elite has created for the divide and conquering purposes.
Damn. One final clip, if they have anything interesting. This is from Global News. I don't know, just to see if we get any final updates. If not, we'll call it. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. I appreciate it. I was gonna come on earlier, but I'm glad I didn't, because we get more information now later in the evening with the different bits of people that were supposedly caught. And when CNN, the video that I showed you guys of the guys on the floor and handcuffed or whatever it is that was, CNN said they couldn't confirm. Like, they're playing the clips, but who knows what's what? You know what I'm saying? This is just what we're being told.
Thursday night, the first arrests in the assassination of Haiti's president.
These are the guys here.
Being caught, the country's deepening turmoil, and the new details about the ambush on Jovenel Moise. Breaking news on the Assembly of First Nations election for a new and
We're not worried about the vaccines. Yo, by the way, though, while I have all 300 here, you heard about the third shot? Now that they're pushing for a third shot. So just for the people that are vaccinated, you might want to start looking into Pfizer's trying to get some sort of approval thing. They've been talking about it in the news. You might have to go get a third shot, supposedly to boost protection against the Delta variant, which, by the way, there's another variant, a new variant that's out too, some other one. I can't even pronounce it. Lumba something. So just be prepared for that. Maybe you have to get another shot after that, 4 shots. And at one point too, they were recommending double masking. I think in some cases even triple masking. Wasn't there a thing? Triple masking? I'm pretty sure there was a thing one time. Let's see, triple masking. I'm being a little tongue-in-cheek facetious, but it's actually true. There was a thing. They were talking about it, but then they kind of realized, like, okay, this is a little crazy. Like, maybe we should walk it back a little bit. If I can show you the image. I don't even, where did they even come up with this shit? I don't even know, but you guys, I don't know if anybody remembers this or been following this. So just a quick, before we start the next thing, you might want to consider wearing 3 masks now, triple masking. So get the 3 shots and get the triple masks for the ultimate protection. And even then it's not fully protected, because now the numbers are changing too. Now they're saying it's like they changed the Pfizer thing. Well, it's actually 60%. Oh, I got to be careful what I say too, because we're on Facebook. They'll shut this whole thing down. I'm not even going to get into percentages. Just look into getting the 3rd mask and look into triple masking. All right. So let me play this. Last time I talked anything about this, Facebook actually took the video down. So we'll get back to the
Haiti, where tonight there is deepening chaos and confusion after the assassination of the country's president. Nearly 48 hours after the brazen attack, authorities say they are still hunting for those who planned the operation.
64%.
But they say they are making progress, tracking down the guy.
Don Cardinal said, "Can I call you about this situation? If you'd like to, yeah, I can open up a line if you know about what's going on with specifically with Haiti. Leave me a comment if that's what you want to talk about." I really wanted to get this other lady on because she seemed to be very knowledgeable. But if you know about some of the stuff going on, I could open up the line.
Men involved. They say multiple suspects have been killed. 6 have been arrested, including one man who is reported to be an American. Authorities have provided no evidence linking the suspects to the assassination, but the prospect of foreign involvement has stoked widespread anger. Mike Armstrong has tonight's top story on the growing unrest in a country already steeped in turmoil.
Cameras captured the moment police arrested 2 men Thursday they believe were involved in the assassination of the Haitian president. The pair was apparently caught by people in the neighborhood hiding in bushes and turned over to police after being roughed up. They killed the president, this man says. We're going to make them suffer. According to local media, there are now 6 men detained and 7 other suspects who've been killed in shootouts with police. At least one of them, according to reports, would be an American, a man who at one point commanded the team of bodyguards at the Canadian embassy in Haiti. Now, new details are coming out about the attack at the president's home. These are images posted by a Haitian media outlet. Jovenel Moise was shot 12 times, murdered in his bedroom. His wife...
I'm calling in.
Thank you for calling Call-In Studios host and call screener line. Enter your 6-digit PIN number. Welcome, host. You are now in the host room and can manage your callers from the Call-In Studio web interface.
Okay. So I'll put the number in the chat if he'd like to. If anybody, I'd like to take Don first, but if anybody else wants to comment, if you're a troll or whatever, I'm just gonna hang up and move on. But if you want to comment, oh, thanks. Took care of it. I was about to do something. Somebody took care of it. Okay. 954-787-3009.
Was also shot several times. She's been airlifted to a hospital.
And you guys too, is the chat okay? Is it too fast? I can't. It's kind of delayed on my end. I have to refresh the screen.
In Florida, the couple's daughter was hiding in a bedroom of the home. Two servants had been tied up.
We need to understand what happened.
Haiti's ambassador to Canada says investigators now believe some police officers were involved in the attack. The home is in a residential neighborhood with multiple security checkpoints and police officers.
Imagine if that was a part of the plan too. Imagine okay, they said, that these guys just came into the neighborhood, that they stopped them, the vehicles, and they called in and checked in with the local police. Supposedly the head of police, the chief or whatever, or somebody over there said, yeah, it's fine, let them go. They go in, they say they're DEA, they walk in, they kill the president and shoot the wife. Apparently they just walk back out, no resistance, and they leave. Imagine if, because a lot of this obviously seems like a setup. Imagine if they already had these guys already ready to roll them in. I mean, I don't know, these guys that are locked up with hands, things, whatever. Imagine these guys are already locked up. And this is all just some sort of, all right, we got the guys, and the real guys just get away. I don't know. Just my mind. It's kind of ridiculous, probably not, but all right, let me take this call. Maybe this is Don. 786. How you doing? Where you calling from? Are you local?
Hello.
Hi, how you doing?
Hey, what's up, man?
Good. Is this Don?
Pretty decent fan of your show, so I just wanted to give a shout out to everybody. I see everybody commenting on the chats.
Thank you.
And just wanted to give my 2 cents in this one. I'm
you
Dominican.
Are you Dominican? Me too. Cool.
I live in. Okay.
Are you Don?
So I live in Miami.
Okay.
Am I what?
Don? Is that you from the chat? Don?
No. My name's Tony.
Oh, Tony. Okay, Tony. All right. Thanks, Tony, for calling. Yeah. What's your thoughts?
So pretty much, what I wanted to give in, you should try looking up a helicopter that yesterday went down, and it was in the town of Himani, which is the nearest town, just happens to be the nearest town closest to the border, and also, closest to Port-au-Prince and Berlin, wherever it was that this happened, right? So just coincidence that a helicopter went down, and something happened. They're trying to cover that up. They're not trying to bring that up too much, but yeah, you should just probably look into that and see, because these guys had an escape plan. You feel me? This is not something that they went in. I see the comments and stuff. This is not something that they went in with no exit strategy, but something could have definitely happened to the exit strategy. You know what I mean? So definitely take a look at it. It's Imani. That's happened yesterday, pretty much around the same time that airplane should have been going to pick up those guys, if that's what they were gonna go do. But take a look at it, man. Appreciate the show.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Definitely keep it.
What was the name of that place? Or how do you spell it? Imani?
Imani. Jimani.
Okay.
No,
right, thanks.
Imani. Yeah. So you guys take it easy. Keep it up. Like the show.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Trying to look up what he said. There's one link. What he's talking about, I see something popping up in the search, but when I click it, it's telling me there's like a virus on the site or something. Like something is not letting me go through. 1 day ago, let me show you what I'm looking at. Dominican military helicopter crashes near the Haitian border. Posted 1 day ago, July 7th. When I click on it, it's giving me some weird. Oh, it worked now. It worked. Okay. Dominican military helicopter crashes near the Haitian border. Santo Domingo, July 7th. The Dominican helicopter crashed on Wednesday as it was about to land. Oh, here it is. In the city of Jimani, at the border with Haiti and Dominican Republic, or Dominican, media reported. No one was injured, Videos of the crash shared online showed firefighters putting out a fire that started after the helicopter hit the ground. The Dominican Republic, which shares the Caribbean island of Hispaniola with Haiti to the west, closed the border and launched a military operation after the brutal assassination of the Haitian president. Haiti's interim Prime Minister Claude Joseph said Jovenel Moise was killed by a group of unidentified gunmen at his private residence. This is interesting. Now, I wonder, that is very interesting. Inhumane. I'm gonna do, it's not even letting me right click. Okay, that's fine. Something's wrong with that site. I don't know what's going on with that site. The FBI tapping in. Running a helicopter. Oh, there is, I think there is video too. YouTube. All right, let's check that out. Only 15 seconds. Let me see if we find anything. Such little coverage. There's like barely anything on it. That's really, really interesting. There's like barely anything mentioned, but it's the same day. And it's interesting that he brings up the whole thing of, because these guys, the way all this stuff went down, you have had to had some escape plan. There's no way. No way there wasn't a plan. Was this the plan, and did something happen where the operation got foiled, and that's how these people are getting caught now? Show you this. Very interesting. Thank you, Tony, for that call. Quality's low. I don't know. That's another interesting detail to the story. Whether it has something to do with it or not, it's very, very interesting. Wow. There was one other link. I think I'm going to save these links real quick. Put it in my notepad. So we got the YouTube thing here. We got the article here. If anybody needs the links, just email me. I'll send it to you. And there's one more video I wanted to look at, supposedly with the helicopter. Let's check it out. This is it here. This is from Marlin News. Let's see if they have what they have to say about this. Go small screen for now. I don't want copyright issues. Se estrella helicóptero de la Fuerza Aérea Dominicana en. This is actually really good. They got more video footage.
Tenemos el equipo de bomberos sufragando el fuego.
We have the firefighter people taking out the fire.
El helicóptero Delta 62 que tuvo que un accidente tocando con la cola de
helicopter that had an accident.
Con la regla del tanque que tiene combustible. Aquí la que se fue compañía.
Ahí sal. ¡Hey! Tiene candela. Sal, tiene candela, sal, tiene bombero ahí.
Get out! There's a fire. Get out. It's been on fire. Look, it's smoking, but Jesus Christ, it's got.
Señor, un helicóptero se accidentó aquí en
Himani.
Mi gente, aquí acaba de derrumbarse un helicóptero en Himani. Casi aterrizando, explotó y los pilotos se tiraron.
Something exploded and something flew. Helicopter crashed here. Yeah.
¿No sabes manejar tampoco?
Chacho. Dígale. Any Dominicans?
Gente, aquí acaba de derrumbarse un helicóptero en Jimaní. Casi aterrizando, explotó y los pilotos se tiraron de una vez.
Bro, that's really, really interesting. And that Tony saw that, because that's nowhere, anywhere. Nobody's talking about that. I mean, I don't know if it's related or not, but it's the same day and it's interesting. And, you know, these guys had to have some sort of way to get out.
Esto está hoy un caos, man.
Oh, there's a fire.
Oh, no explotan nada porque están ahí.
Is that the guy getting out of the helicopter or what? Did the people die? That's what I want to know. Is everybody all right?
Se prendió candela.
Señor, reprende esa malicia.
No, no hay herido, están los bomberos tirando agua, gracias a Dios. No, gracias a Dios no. Los pilotos salieron.
Sí, está todo, Dios está bien.
I think he said they got
no,
out.
No hay herido, están los bomberos tirando agua, gracias a Dios. No, gracias a Dios no. Los pilotos salieron.
Sí, está todo, Dios está bien. Ay, Dios. Una vaina mala que anda ahí.
A ver. Los generales pasa el diablo aquí.
Ajá, señor, reprende ese diablo. Esa malicia que entró aquí. No hay herido, está todo bien.
No hay herido.
No hay herido, está todo bien. Nerviosa, Josefina. La boca, muchacho.
Very interesting. Same day, yeah, same day.
El helicóptero cayó.
Wow. Boom. Save this. Actually want to download it and back it up just in case. You never know. I've had times where I downloaded something just to back it up and the video's gone. That happened with the Ronnie case. I don't know what happened, but there was a video that was out that nobody else had. The main people posted it, and then luckily I downloaded it, because when I went back to do the live streaming, they took it down for some. All right, so I'm gonna download that. Yeah, so that happened the same day. I might make a separate video. I might just clip some of the live stream. That's a really interesting. And I think, yeah, we'll get back to this clip that we're looking at.
Officers who are supposed to be acting as guards.
No, the pilots got out, right? That's what I thought they said. The pilots got out. Let me, the article real quick before we move on. What did it say? Yeah, no one was injured, right? Very weird. Very weird. And very little details.
The fact that the president and his wife were practically the only person killed, that means someone opened the door for them.
Now, Haiti is already a country struggling economically, socially, and politically. But the president's death leaves a gaping power vacuum. The man who should have replaced him under the Constitution, the country's chief justice, died of COVID-19 just last month. Between poverty and the coronavirus, it is a humanitarian crisis that will worsen even further without leaders.
All right, let's take the call. 707. Yeah, if somebody calls in, just if you guys in the chat, let somebody know, or the mod know, because I wasn't even looking. 707, how you doing? Where you calling from?
Hey, how's it going, man? It's Don Cardinal. I'm calling from California.
Don. Thanks for calling, man.
Hey, so actually, I just wanted to go over a few things, because, you know, I've seen the videos that you were going over on the stream, and I don't know if you remember the Venezuela coup that happened, you know, with the Silver Corps mercenary group.
No, I honestly don't know anything about it. If you could explain a little bit about it. Yeah.
So maybe about, I think it had to be a year ago, maybe even longer than that now, maybe almost 2 years now. There was a private mercenary company that they're technically a security company, and they hired some people, and they used a retired Venezuelan major general, and they actually trained in the country of Colombia, and they actually set off on a boat, and they went to Venezuela, 2 different boats. They went to Venezuela, and they got, I think there was maybe 12 of them, and they all got caught. 2 were American, and they said that they were working with Trump. None of that was proven, whatever.
Really?
But I just wanted to point out that the same boots that these guys have on, 2 of the guys in that during the Venezuela coup are wearing the same boots that though when there's like 9 or 10 people sitting down in that little room and the police are around them,
Right.
or the military, and they're wearing the same exact boots. And I don't know, maybe Colombia and Haiti have a history of not being friends towards each other. And in Colombia, 99% of people there speak Spanish and English. A lot of them actually speak English as well. And you've seen the DEA
Venezuela,
video where they're saying in Colombia.
In Colombia, okay.
And I'm saying that these guys were trained in Colombia. And I believe that the people in Haiti were also sent from Colombia. And the boots are not just the only thing. Obviously, these people aren't Haitians. Maybe a couple of them are, but
Right.
I could tell you a lot of them are definitely Colombians, or at least somewhere in South America.
Wow. Yeah, I'm pulling it up right now, kind of looking at some of the pictures. I didn't even know about this and the failed coup.
Yeah, there's even an interview with the two guys. They do an interview like it's an interrogation, and they explain their whole side of the story for maybe 30 minutes each.
Wow.
And they talk about what their role was in trying to overthrow the Venezuelan government and stuff. Very interesting.
Well, so you're thinking that this was. Thanks, no, I appreciate it. So you're thinking this was like some sort of takeover like Colombia, you think? I mean, they said a lot of the people were Colombians in the article too. Most were Colombians that were.
I can't
we don't
confirm
know.
If it was. Right. I could, but the Silver Corps, which is a company, I believe it's like it's Silver Corp, like, but it's not corporation. It's just Silver Corp.
Okay.
And they may still be doing operations. I do not have any information on that. Okay. But the country of Colombia may I don't live in Colombia. I don't know Colombia, but they may do something to Haiti because it's had political struggles for years, and this president is related to another president who, he massacred people. Like, this is no joke. Like, there's even a beef between the police and the military in Haiti because the military gets paid, but the police aren't getting paid. So and then there's been the massive protests, just all this kind of stuff.
Really interesting. Thanks. And what do you think about the whole? Did you see the helicopter thing? Were you able to watch that video?
I did watch that. I think I'm still intrigued by that. Actually, I think that plays a significant role. But I mean, maybe they're making sure it doesn't reach into their country. Like I said, I believe it was the operation came from Colombia, but I don't believe it was the government in Colombia.
Okay.
I mean, I don't have any information to say that. So.
Right. Awesome. Okay.
Other
thanks,
than
man.
the Venezuela coup. You have a good one,
Thank
man.
you. Appreciate it. All right. Take care, man.
All right, you too.
Interesting. Good call too. Both good calls. I'm a little intrigued. I don't really follow the foreign stuff. I mean, sometimes I hear about it. I kind of check it out. I don't know all this happened. I mean, I've always heard of Venezuela and all their issues going on and country, but this might be something for a separate video because it looks like a lot to look into this whole thing. And the other thing to what I was thinking, and we'll get back to the video. The other thing I was thinking too, it's like the whole disinformation thing. I mean, it's kind of an interesting thing. Disinformation. I mean, governments and agencies use it all the time. They've used it historically. And it's a way to really throw off people. Disinformation, which you don't even hear people use that too much. I always hear misinformation. But misinformation is supposed to be information that's not deliberate. Disinformation is false or misleading information that is spread deliberately to deceive. This is a subset of misinformation, according to the Wikipedia from the sources, one of the dictionaries. Which one? But and so government agencies, and they've used it forever. People do this kind of stuff too on purpose all the time. You could just even look at it on a smaller level, on a personal level, somebody spreading lies about you or whatever on purpose, so what I was thinking too is like, who knows if these Colombians could have been working for somebody that has nothing to do with Colombia or something. Like they just are, we're gonna hire these Colombians, we're gonna throw them off, just like these people went in there and they're like, oh, we're the DEA. You know, but a lot still doesn't make sense. That's why I think with this type of thing, you have to keep your mind open and receptive, and that things can change on a day-to-day basis. And we just know what's being told to us. Who knows? You know, imagine in Haiti on the ground what's going on over there. And it's interesting that he brought up the whole thing with the police and the military. I didn't know that was a thing, but that makes a lot of sense, especially if there's a difference in pay and all that stuff, and that the police supposedly told the military people, the people protecting the president, yeah, go ahead, let him in.
The first order of business is to resolve not so much the question of the assassination, but the question of power.
The next few days will be important for Haiti. Aid groups are already struggling to get help into the country. A power struggle could make a desperate situation
Isn't that what happened with Cuba and America too?
Mike Armstrong, Global News, Montreal.
I forgot the history.
Breaking news tonight from the Assembly of First Nations. A new national chief has just been elected. The vote began yesterday to name a successor for Perry Bellegarde, who stepped down after 7 years. And the race was down to 2 candidates. Former Ontario Regional Chief Roseanne Archibald from Tequatagmu Nation.
The Cuban Missile Crisis, I thought they pretended to invade Cuba under, I forgot the whole story. They were America sent them in there with the intention, I think, to start a war or something so they could, but they were pretending the people they sent in was supposed to be somebody else. I forget who. Maybe somebody in the chat knows. It was a long time ago I read about this, but the disinformation thing is a really, I guess, smart tactic, or a tactic that a lot of people use, and I guess it's pretty effective.
And Reginald Bellerose, the longtime chief of the Muskowgan First Nation. Just a short time ago, one of them dropped out. Our Michael Couture joins us now. Mike, tell us what happened.
Yeah, Farah, Roseanne Archibald is the new AFN national chief after Reginald Bellerose conceded and dropped out of the race Thursday evening. Now, Archibald becomes the first woman to lead the Assembly of First Nations, and she called it her story in a week where Mary Simon was appointed as the first Indigenous Governor General.
Haitian military, but a police
Voices
force.
are being heard.
Oh, Bay of Pigs, is that it?
That were never heard before, and we will not be silenced.
What are we watching? What? We got to liberals all of a sudden? Bay of Pigs. Oh, you know what? I think, let's see. Oh, Bay of Pigs. Thank you for the correction. I think it's Bay of Pigs. Oh, yeah. There was supposed to be the Cuban exiles. Yeah. Let me fast forward this. Bay of Pigs. Thank you for that. I'm going to have to check that out.
And do things.
We talked about fighting for jurisdiction and fighting for rights, and which is also very important. But this is a little bit of a different take in starting with the love and
yeah. So the Bay of Pigs, just a quick little synopsis from Wikipedia here, was a failed landing operation on the southwestern coast of Cuba in 1961 by Cuban exiles who opposed Fidel Castro's Cuban Revolution, covertly financed and directed by the U.S. government. The operation took place at the height of the Cold War, and its failure led to major shifts in international relations between Cuba, the United States, and the Soviet Union. And I think they were trying to lie about it too, or something like that. Bay of Pigs.
Heart matters.
Let
me see. Is there anything else, President? Or that's
options that will allow survivors, their communities, and the for election.
On Paul's leadership. Ross Lord, Global News.
Big news tonight for parents in British Columbia. The federal government and the province have reached a deal.
They had one small portion about the Haitian president, and that was it. But yeah, thank you guys for calling in. I appreciate it. People that called in. I'm gonna do one final sweep to see if there's any new updates before we end it. I'm gonna close the lines too. Hang up the line. Let me do one quick final sweep and see if there's anything else. But somebody said it was just the elite that paid these people to kill the president, which is possible too. What did those people in Florida have anything to do with it though? Why were they involved? I don't know. President. Final sweep. Oh, I think we got a picture now on the guys that were arrested. I think, unless they're clickbaiting. Let's check this out. The two guys from Florida, I believe. Or at least I know one's from Florida, they said. See if this has it. At least 2 Haitian Americans are among 6 men who have been arrested.
Now to a Fox News alert, the president of Haiti has been assassinated.
Yeah,
Jovenel Moise was shot and killed overnight in his home by an unidentified group. The First Lady was also Prime Minister. Its assessment will be Brady amid security.
I think they clickbaited because they put an image of some guy. I don't know who that guy is. They put an image of. Let me see real quick. I mean I don't know if that's really. They put an image of this guy, but I noticed the news does that sometimes. They'll put a picture of some guy that doesn't really have anything to do with it, but it just looks like it gets people to click. But it's like, oh, they put his name out. Well, let's read the article. Let's see what the article has to say. If there's anything worth mentioning. Oh, okay. Oh, this is him. All right, I talked all that crap, and it's for real. It's him. James Solages. This is the guy. Let me see Facebook. Let me see if I can pull him up on Facebook. I wish this was one of the audio articles. So I could, let me look him up on Facebook real quick too, just to see if we can, before they shut him down, if they haven't shut his page down already. People. Couple of profiles. All right. Oh, so somebody already commented on his thing. They already searching him. Damn, yo, the web sleuths don't play. Let me show you this real quick. I don't know if this is his actual profile or it's one of the multiple profiles, but there's one here out. It doesn't have a picture, and the only thing that's public is like a 2016 post. And somebody says, "Same James Solages arrested in Haiti. If so, he's likely innocent and just got caught up in the sweep to find the mercenaries who assassinated the president of Haiti. Hope all is well and that you make it home soon. Spent time in Haiti in the 90s with the UN and visited just men." Somebody said, "Not so easy, Sean. He was caught assassinating the president down in Haiti. You should be happy he was not burnt alive. He should face his action in court and be thrown in jail for the rest of his life." The 2 Haitian Americans stated they were translators. They're there to give an arrest warrant and found the job on the internet. So they're claiming they were just translating. Figuring out all of them knew what they were getting into. The whole team, other than the 2 Haitian Americans, the rest are Colombian, could be narco related, chavistas, or a job from the Haitian opposition. They're already tracking him down. They're gonna find him. I don't know what his involvement, but it says here. So Haiti's Minister of Elections, Mathis Pierre, identified James Solages as one of the 2 Haitian Americans. He did not provide additional details about Solages' background, nor provide the name of the second Haitian American. Pierre told the Associated Press that the 4 other men are from Colombia. The oldest suspect is 55 and the youngest, Solages, is 35, he said. 7 other suspected assailants were killed in a gunfight with police, according to Haiti's Director of National Police, Leon Charles. Solages described himself as a certified diplomatic agent, an advocate for children, and budding politician on the website for South Florida charity he established in 2019 to assist residents. This is bizarre. I wonder what's going to happen with these guys. I wonder what's going on. What's the history? What's the deal? On his bio page for charity, Solages said he previously worked as a bodyguard at the Canadian Embassy in Port-au-Prince. On a LinkedIn page with his name and photo, it says Solages graduated with a bachelor's degree in IT and lists his skills as military police, mechanical mechanical, electrical, and plumbing and electrical troubleshooting. Witnesses said a crowd discovered 2 suspects hiding in the bushes Thursday in Port-au-Prince. Some people grabbed the men by their shirts and pants, pushing them and occasionally slapping them. Police arrested the men and put them in the back of a pickup truck and drove away to a nearby police station as the crowd ran after them. Oh, that's what we saw. I think that's what we saw, yeah. The crowd later set fire to several abandoned cars riddled with bullet holes that they believe belong to the suspects. Why would you set on fire evidence? I mean, I get it. I don't know. I guess this is retribution, burning the cars, but why? Right? Did they search the cars? Couldn't there be valuable information potentially, maybe, in the cars? Why burn the shit? These are the guys right here. At the news conference Thursday, Charles urged people to stay calm and let police do their work as he warned authorities needed evidence they were destroying. Jesus Christ. Why are they burning the stuff? The heck? Lord Almighty. Officials did not address a motive for the slaying, saying only that the attack, condemned by Haiti's main opposition parties and international community, was carried out by a highly trained, heavily armed group. And these other details we talked about. Now. The Solages guy. Let me just see real quick. I don't really like to search while I'm streaming because I like to take my time. But let me do one other quick search real quick. See if anything pops up. Apparently this website doesn't want. There we go. If I can pull up anything real quick. James Solages, Florida. All 30 of 35. Okay. There's only one. I don't know if this is even the guy. Let's see. I don't think this is the guy. Maybe he's under another alias or something. Yeah, so I'm gonna leave it alone. I guess after this, I'll do a little search, a little dive, and see. Solage. After. Let me do a quick and see if any other articles have information on them. Got the Sun Sentinel. Okay, we got the Heavy article. Okay, Heavy. Let's go to Heavy first because Heavy is a great site. Heavy.com. Let's get it. Oh. Noise. Ads. James Solages, U.S. citizen accused in Haitian assassination plot. Glasses. Feel like something. That. James Solages is an American citizen who's under arrest. The assassins of Haiti's president falsely claimed to be USDA. We're going to skip past all the stuff we know already. Boshit Emond, the Haitian ambassador to the United States, told AP that the attack was carried out by foreign mercenaries. Okay, we know that. Picture of James here. Here's what you need to know. A biography says Solages, one of 6 suspects, was once chief commander of bodyguards for Haiti's Canadian embassy. Some more pictures of him. The Washington Post reported that Solages is a U.S. citizen of Haitian descent and broke the news that he was arrested in connection with the assassination plot. He was among 6 arrested in the murder for the president. It was we know all this stuff. Solages was named as a suspect by Haiti's Minister of Elections, Matthias, who described him as a resident of South Florida, who had been apprehended on Wednesday during the manhunt for the assailants. Solages is listed as a member of the board of directors for a nonprofit organization that says it's working to rebuild Haiti. Imagine that. His bio on the website describes him as a building engineer specialized in the field of infrastructure development, certified diplomatic agent, driver's course, and protection course. He was a chief commander of bodyguards for the Canadian Embassy in Haiti. Currently, Mr. Solages works as a corporate executive, serving as a consultant in different locations throughout South Florida. Mr. Solages also serves as a politician, promoting his country by focusing on compassion programs and counseling economic development program. Preceding his tenure as a consultant, his career began as a volunteer in different nonprofit organizations, communities in need, and Haiti. Mr. Solages is a youth leader and an advocate for underprivileged kids. Interesting. I wonder what's this guy's story. Do you think this is what he does on the side? Do you think he didn't know and he was just taking up a job that offered him a lot of money, or do you think he knew? Solages wrote that he was self-employed, had skills in the military police, and was living in Fort Lauderdale. On Facebook, oh, that works. Gracias. This is heavy.com. Thank you, Heavy. I appreciate the link. Was it the same page? Let's see if it was the same page. Oh, the Facebook page is down. They got it. They scrubbed it. Damn, that was quick. Oh, man. No wonder you couldn't find them. Let me do one more thing. Man, that was quick, man. Scrub it quick. Yeah. Get to his account, right? Take it down now. Yeah, it looks like he scrubbed. I can see. All right. So he was self-employed, studied at FCC Career College, lived in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and was from Jacmel. Jacmel is a port town on Haiti's southern coast. FCC Career College stands for Florida Career College. On LinkedIn, he wrote, let's see if his LinkedIn is still. Come on, give me the LinkedIn. Give me the LinkedIn. The LinkedIn is still there. Okay. On LinkedIn, he wrote that he received a bachelor's degree in IT and added that he attended Florida Security School. Degree name MBPI license, field of study public safety, dates attended or expected graduation 2010 to 2012. Blah 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 blah. Under skills, he listed military police, mechanical, electrical, and plumbing, electrical troubleshooting. On April 25th, he updated his cover photo to show an armored vehicle. Why is his page down though? I wish I could look at his page so we could see. In 2018, he wrote that he was in Lauderdale Lakes, Florida, and noted there's nothing that a man can't do. In 2016, he wrote, "It's just the technique. Your body don't mean absolutely nothing if your brain is empty. Goodness plus Haitian equals power, LMAO." He claimed to be a CEO, but didn't say where. He claimed that he went to college to be a building engineer. He filled his page with pictures showing him wearing business suits. His profile picture showed him standing next to an American flag and the Department of Homeland Security was among his page likes. Solages' previous ties to Pennsylvania. The armor truck. Solages also has previous ties to Pennsylvania in 2007. Writing, started a new job at HCR Manor Care, July 26, 2007. Entrapment, inspiring acting, Bethel Park, Pennsylvania. President Joe Biden told the media before his Marine One departure on July 7, 2021, we need a lot more information, but it's just very worrisome. Job listing. Is that all they have about this guy? Yeah, that's it. Everything else we have talked about. Well, that's it. So they don't have too much on him besides his claims of what he does in education and LinkedIn. Let me see if there's anything else. I haven't even looked at the chat in a long time. What's going on here? I've seen a lot of people do that, and it's hard to know if it's even true. The whole LinkedIn and all the achievements and stuff. People have like a whole list of things. It's bad as Facebook is down. Move quick. Just perusing really quickly to see if there's anything else. I wonder who the other guy is. So we'll definitely be following up on this as far as the situation with these two Haitian American guys to see what really happened there. Because that looks like something that's going to be, a lot of people are going to be looking into and wondering. Had ties to a non-profit organization in Broward. So check this out. I mean, I normally don't like to browse like this online because it takes a bit of time. But I do like to read the different articles because even though a lot of it is repetitive, you'll find little bits and pieces, different places. So this one here says that Schubert Dormis of Tamarack said Solages is his wife's nephew, and he has known him for about 7 years. He said he and his family was in shock when they found out Wednesday night that he had been arrested. Haitian authorities haven't specified what his alleged role was. It says here, my son killed my brother. That's the way I feel. Like my son killed my brother because I love my president. I love James Solages. And that he doesn't believe Solages was involved in the assassination. Dorismi said he knows Solages to be a man with integrity who travels to Haiti regularly to do charity work and visit his parents. State records show that he was the president of all this stuff, a Florida nonprofit organization. State records show Solages registered to the nonprofit in 2019 to an office in the San Casa Plaza, North Lauderdale, and listed his addresses as a 2-bedroom house in Tamarack. His mail comes to his aunt's home, but he doesn't live there. Before they scrub the internet. You gotta love these people. Delete it, take it all down, quick. They deleted the page. Before the content of the nonprofit's page had been deleted Thursday, there was a plea for potential donors. Help us work towards ending childhood hunger in Haiti. Crazy. Providing education and better tomorrow for future Haitian generations. He also alleged to be a certified diplomatic agent. Yada, yada, yada. That's a really good site. Local 10 did good on this one. Florida records show Solages had an expired security officer and firearms license. Expired. They're all like, okay. Expires. Oh, it just expired 6/26/2021. Okay. The Facebook account was also suspended, so that's why the account is down. Okay, I got to give Local 10 a thumbs up. Nice job on this one. Yeah, that's a crazy ass image. People look into the window of a police car carrying the bodies of 2 people killed in a shooting with police in Port-au-Prince, Haiti, Thursday, by 8th. The 2 dead suspects are, according to the police chief, the same guy that said, yes, let him come in. The 2 dead are suspects in the assassinations of the Haitian president, Jovenel. Damn, you see that? Everybody's just looking in. All right, I guess we'll leave it at that. Damn, we did 2.5 hours. Yeah, I'm a little tired. But thank you guys for joining, man. I appreciate you. If you wouldn't mind hitting like on the way out, at least, I'd appreciate that. And if you wouldn't mind hitting sub and turning on the bell notifications. We're trying to get to 50K. So I'd appreciate it if you guys wouldn't mind doing that. Also with the story, if there's anybody out there that has clips and stuff, like interesting stuff with regards to this story, feel free to reach out. I can play it on a live stream, talk about it. And Aphrodite, thank you so much too for the links that you sent today. Monica, thank you for the like. Gabrielle, thank you for the like. Krabby, thank you for the sub. Savage Dom Music, thank you for the sub. Johnny Zorik, if I'm saying it right, thank you for the sub. Vitali, thank you. Bianca, thank you for the sub. Thank you for the shared gems, thank you for the sub. I try to make a habit of saying people too when they do it, because maybe it encourages to. Thank you guys. But yeah, take care. We'll be back tomorrow sometime. No baby tonight. Discord, if you guys want to come on the Discord people, if you want to join voice chat, talk a little bit, we can. But thank you guys. Peace. Good night. Don, thank you for the call, man. Don and